Hey Leo, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for November 10th, 2025. This is for Leo. Last shuffle for Leo. Leo, I'm getting some strong energy of peace and teacher. I feel like something or someone in your space has taught you how valuable peace is. Now they could have taught you in ways that you just would prefer not to have been learning it. You know what I mean? They may have shown you what it's like to be completely at a complete disarray and chaos, right? And then you realize how valuable peace is to you. Or they may have shown you by being peace. Um, it feels like more than anything else, this person has shown you what it means to act on your ideas, what it means to be more flexible, to focus on what you really want. What does your heart really want is the question, right? I feel that for many of you, the angels are asking you to be very assertive, to go after what it is you want, to take deliberate action towards something. You want to make your peace with some level of like maybe things didn't go according to plan. Make your peace with what you don't have. The Magician, Five of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords talks a lot about how there's so much that you can do that we shouldn't focus on what did not work out. I see someone grieving or filled with a lot of sorrow when it comes to an idea or maybe a plan that didn't fall through. But spirits, like, you are meant to be assertive with this idea. um, you are meant to be to activate some like innovative thinking. Like, you're meant to access that. Like, you have there's more than one way to. I really can't stand to skin a cat, right? I can't stand that phrase, but that's what I'm getting. Is like there's more than one way to skin a cat, and there's more than one way to get something done. And don't be dismayed if the way that you've been going about something is not working. I see someone who's like, oh my gosh, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. It's not going the way I wanted it to. They want you to be really, really careful in your romantic connections, even too. They're speaking about romance, even if you're not in a romantic connection, the way that you're flirting, not to give someone what you would want to see. You know what I mean? Like, how I feel like Leo, we are the type that say we treat others how we want to be treated. I feel that it would be more important for you to be yourself. If I'm being honest, be your full self, be assertive, say, I am just pure magic. You can make any situation go the way you want it to go. So it's important not to project onto anyone else. They're showing that the things that you admire about someone is really what you admire about yourself. And the things you don't like about someone is what you don't like about yourself. It's important to access that kind of thinking so that you can see that you need to be more assertive rather than they go, why won't they just do this and that? And then they may be saying the same thing about you. That's how it works, though. What I don't know if you ever read the book The Four Agreements. That book is a short, sweet, to the point book that just gets to the heart of stuff. And I feel like his name is Don Ruiz, and I'm probably messing up that name. The Four Agreements, and I know someone's going to tell me because I cannot express how many times I'm messed up on something, and someone told me exactly. It is Don Ruiz. Don Ruiz. Is it Don Ruiz? It is. I'm just gonna go with that. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. The book is called The Four Agreements, and one of the agreements is that we don't take anything personally, right? Because based on how someone sees life, based on how they've experienced life, they have certain preferences that are based on their own value system. So it doesn't matter, even if, and what we when we say don't take anything personally, right, usually we're talking about negative. We're like, oh, don't take that personally, they didn't mean what they said about you, you're smart, like, you know like, don't worry your pretty little head, Leo, about this. Let the grown-ups with brains talk, kind of vibe. They didn't mean that, but they mean even positive things. Don't take it personally. Oh, Leo, you're so brilliant. They're only saying that based on their experience. So in another room, you're the novice, you're the apprentice in another room. You're not the genius in the room. In different rooms, it depends on where we are. But it's about how you view where you are, and not about viewing or I won't say passing judgment on other people, but whatever you see, and birds of a feather flock together. Whoever's around you, they want you to focus on the fact that you are surrounded by these people because this is what's reflected within you outwardly, if that makes sense, right? So you see that, and then you start asking some questions. What does my heart really want? Start focusing on the details, please. They're saying focus on the details. If you can't do all the big things, right? Because you have to make your peace with what you don't have. You have to do with what you do have, right? And you will see this if you hang out with some people. If you just take a breath of fresh air, they're like, even hang out with your friends in this energy, right? Take a look around you. There's so much natural beauty around you. There's things happening around you on purpose for you to notice it. Like the vibe of going out. Oh, I'm going to get breakfast with my friend, and morning glories are blossoming just so that you can see them. It's important, okay, that you get out. Someone has an idea or an opportunity for you, and you need to be assertive in order to take advantage of it. I feel like you're being watched. You're being like scouted. Okay, you put your charisma to use. Be charming. Be the flirtatious, but not flirtatious in the way of like, hey, mama, hey, daddy, what's up over there? But more of like extending your light-hearted energy to everyone. A lot of times when you're being friendly, I know for Leo, I know when I'm being friendly, people take it as flirting, and I'm just a friendly person. Like in public, if I'm nice, it's like, oh, I'm taken. I don't care. I'm not caring about that. I'm just holding the door open for you, man. I'm not worried about this or that. Is do your thing. But either way, you have teacher, eight of wands, ace of pentacles, and this is a person in your space that took advantage of an opportunity. They moved really quick and they took advantage of an opportunity. This person may be the one coming to you with an opportunity as well. Okay. You want to use lemons in this. Lemon is like, you could get like a bowl of lemons. You can do lemonade. You can do the scent. You can do the color to access your innovative thinking. You're meant to be more creative. That also represents the solar plexus, which is what Leo is represent. Leo represents the solar plexus. Um, you'd want to, in order to enhance your solar plexus, because what it's showing to me is that you are balanced in this, but some may be out of balance, which would, when it's imbalanced, you feel like somewhat arrogant, ashamed. You fear rejection. You feel like out of control, like life is out of control. It's hard to make decisions. We have low self-esteem. You feel powerless. It's just a lot of insecurity, basically, right? And you may experience like indigestion, bloating, fatigue, eating disorders, like you have no appetite, or you've got all the appetites, you know what I mean? And liver issues could be something here. Ulcers. I think I said ulcers, but I'm not sure. Because the solar plexus is in the upper abdomen above the navel, and it's responsible for like your stomach, your liver, your digestive system, and your gallbladder, and your pancreas, which is um, pancreas is responsible for insulin production and digestion. And so if it's imbalanced, those are the things you would experience. But if it when it is balanced, you feel a sense of like you're self-confident in your personal strength. You're confident in all the things that you're doing, your personal and professional pursuits and such. And you experience like a clarity of purpose. You know what you're here for. You know what you're doing. And if you feel a dip in it at any point in time, like just a little dip, you want to use 320 hertz frequency. You want to listen to that and listen to the music. The solar plexus rules the sense of sight. So you would want to do like crystals, right? And these crystals, you won't want to see them. You want to touch them too. You want them on your body, maybe on your like a bracelet or something. You can find those like at a metaphysical store. You could get it online on Amazon. I see them a lot, or Etsy, or like a mineral society. Like you have the societies in your area, right, where they're like, we're we dig up rocks and minerals, and we classify them and such. You could go there. um You could do these oils or the scent or something here, and you can wear it, or you could put it in like a diffuser. Juniper, peppermint, lemon, ginger, bergamot, and eat whole grains, yellow foods, beans, and of course whole grains within reason. Because some people are like, listen, I can't do gluten, so you could do like fermented foods, which is like pickles and kimchi and things like that, right? And so those things will help to elevate or bring you up to a level. Also, too, as far as tending to the small things, an exercise you could do to boost your solar plexus would be to like set some goal or boundary and stick to that mess. Like get up and say, you know what, today I'm going to do this and do it all the way. Like I'm not quitting till I'm done. That boosts your self-esteem. That helps to build your solar plexus also. Decrease is the star and empress, and so the decrease in this is almost saying that for many of you, because you may not have all that you need in your at your disposal, some of you may experience a level of like hopelessness to some degree, so it's really important that you are charismatic. It's important to realize that something is beautiful is going to grow from your situation. I see a lot of growth, um, and especially if you have a project, I see that growing. I'm also seeing here that it's a good time for you to be around children. Really good time to be around children today, right? If you don't have children, it's important to do something that reminds you of your childhood. It's important to bring. Mm, you could get more insight on your situation. Also, if you have children and there's something that you need to mend within your, like there's maybe they're how like children act up, right? And then you may be grieving, feeling some level of sorrow about the relationship that you two have. This is a perfect time to be able to mend fences in this situation. Pay attention. They're asking you with the Page of Swords, peacefully watch, pay attention to what they're doing, how they're moving and such. You will be able to see things, spot things, and be able to mend something with them. This is something you can outwardly see, is what they're saying. Ace of Wands, Page of Pentacles, with your higher self. This is talking about this is like usually representing your heart chakra, but it speaks about how you, in time, with patience, you'll be able to fix something. You'll be able to bring something together. I see things working out, whatever this may be. I see that, especially a situation, if you have been struggling with it, it would be important for you to um, pay attention, watch more than speak, pay attention to your environment. Say to yourself, I am just pure magic. Saying that will help you to see more than you could ever, imagine that you could have seen before, right? And remember, when, especially when it comes to children, not to not to project onto them, because they're giving that may be the issue, is like, they're nothing like me, or I would never do that, and I've taught them better kind of vibe. And they want you to remember that whatever you don't like in them, and them is what is you were doing. Like they're doing some of the stuff, like they're more like you than you realize, if that makes sense. You could learn a thing or two from them about taking action on things, being assertive and doing something because you want to. The first house is being highlighted heavily, but they do, it seems like maybe they did things that you may find that to be selfish, and it's like, but that's something that you may think of yourself when it's time to be assertive and take care of business or something. You may think of yourself as selfish, um, kind of thing. Or you're looking at them going, look at them, oh my gosh, I'm look at what they're doing. And it's like you may see yourself, like you may be holding yourself back, like they don't have enough to do that, they don't have enough to move out on their own or do XYZ, they can't. And then you may see that you yourself are in that space of like, I'm not even doing what I need to be doing in some regard, and I'm projecting that onto them. So that could be something as well. Just be vigilant, right? You could be dealing with a Gemini, an Aquarius, a Taurus, a Libra, Capricorn, Virgo, or a Gemini. So you could be a Leo Virgo cusp, dealing with a Virgo Libra cusp, Capricorn Aquarius cusp, Taurus Gemini cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.